You mean the new guys?
Yeah.
It's not easy because a lot of guys have certain habits that they're used to, and so when you come to a new team, the most important thing Doc is trying to teach them is how we play, how the Celtics play, how we move the ball, how we play defense. So everything is incorporated in it, and that's what we're trying to pass on to them.
Is that even more important than say like specific plays, specific sets, or whatever? Just trying to get a sense of how you play.
Well, plays are important because it's all part of execution, but it's important to build chemistry and practices which are valuable is what we need most.
On top of that, I think every team, especially teams that are vying for championships, which we hope to do, they have a DNA. And part of our DNA is not just the set that we run or who we go to, but it's how we do it. And the how is every bit as important as the technique is at this point. And you guys know we've had some limited practice times. We've had some guys injured and not being able to. So that kind of slows and retards the process of building that DNA. And we're having to do it verbally more than physically. And there's a difference. When you're physically doing and working on it, it's just a little bit easier to pick it up. When you just hear it all the time by voice, a little harder to pick up.
And to finish that kind of chemistry is built at training camp. And so when you get new guys in, we're trying to teach it on the fly or in a game. And so that's why the practices are so important.
You guys got any further word yet on when Shaquille will be back?
No, not I.
Kevin?
Well, if you haven't, I certainly haven't. No, we haven't. I think that probably Doc can answer that in one of the interviews tomorrow, or at some point it'll come out. But you got to win in spite of, not lose because of, if that makes sense. You win in spite of what's going on with your team. You don't say, well, we're not winning because of. And that's what we're trying to do. Obviously, as a coaching staff, as players, whatever predicament is thrown at us, we've just got to deal with it and fight our way through it and figure it out. Rather than use it as an excuse,
right?
Because you can't advance if you live off excuses.
Do you think you got? Go ahead.
Well, that's what Doc was trying to stress today. That there's no excuses, and we got to eliminate excuses. And we win because of how we play, and that's what we got to do it.
Do you think you guys can win without Shaquille O'Neal? Win a championship?
I think we need everybody. I mean, we need Jermaine. We need everybody. We need everybody who's has a nick or bump. We need everybody on the floor. We need everybody in practice. We need everybody in walkthrough. We can't eliminate anybody.
You spend a lot of time just outside looking in with Rondo, working with him before games, talking to him before games. When he goes through a slump like he's been, what are some of the things he does to try to do, and some of the things you try to talk to him?
Well, as a player, you just got to work through it. Everybody has slumps, whatever you go through. It's no different than anybody else. And he has to, like everybody else, he had success, and now he has to deal with a little bit of a tough time. And I think he has the right frame of mind of getting through that, and so he's continuing. He will especially say, I've had a bad day, or I messed up, or something like that. And so to admit it and to keep working through it, I think is progress.
He seemed to be